Hey guys, welcome back to Martial Arts and Fitness UK. So in this video, it's a little story really. So this video is going to be called Back to My Roots. Before I get into my story, there's something I'm going to share with you at the end. So make sure you're watching the video and there'll be a little surprise for you guys at the end too. I'm doing martial arts for a long time, and for the last, I don't know, maybe 12, 18 months, I'm feeling a little lost really of kind of where to go, what to do. I've kind of obviously started off as a student back when I was 14, and so I've gone through, got my black belt, and I've been training, got my second dan, got my third dan, cross-trained in different martial arts. I've opened a full-time studio, I've opened a shop, all based around martial arts, and I've sort of had a studio in the centre of Exeter, and I've been running a studio in St Thomas as well, and it's kind of, I don't know, I've just been feeling a bit lost really and not kind of sure where I want to go. I've been teaching for a long time and I love it, and this is my hobby and this is my passion, but I don't know, something just hasn't felt kind of quite right, so I've kind of reined it back in a little bit over the last year or so. Just been teaching my current student base, and yeah, just feeling a bit lost. I'm not sure if all martial artists tend to go through this. I know martial artists who've been training a lot longer than I have, so it's not a case of I've been training for 1 or 2 years. I've been training for over 20 years, and a big chunk of that has been teaching too. So I've always been conscious that there's going to be peaks and troughs in my training and peaks and troughs in my attitude to it, and just all those types of things really. So I've just been thinking, where do I want to go, what do I want to do? And it's quite interesting because I was kind of looking around and I was like, right, well, doing a full-time studio and dojo, it's just not what I want it to be. It's just taking out too much of my time, too much of away from the teaching side, which is ultimately what I love and what I want to be doing. So I was looking around for different halls, and it was funny because the hall that I first started training in when I was a kid was free, and it was available in the evenings that I wanted. So I rang up and I went for it, and subsequently that's where I'm going to be teaching my classes from now on. I got a great vibe from it. So I've got a bit of footage for you from last week, and it was the first session, not the week before. It was the first session back, just being back in that hall again where I started my training, all those years ago. And here it is, check it out. Okay, so here we are at the Row Hall. So this is the Mid-Methodist Church. This is where I did my training, God, when I was 14. So this is the hall that I trained in, very, very, very first trained in, my first karate lesson. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so it's a little bit weird because the entrance is a bit different. When I was a kid, we used to come in through this door here. There was a staircase to the side alley, and we'd come up the stairs and then we'd come into this hall. And then to this side of me, to the back of the hall, there was a stage where we used to come up and do our badge grading sometimes. But that's gone, so it's kind of a bit weird, couple of cupboards. And then over here, roughly, somewhere over here, was where I was a white belt and I had 3 badges, so I've been training for about 3 months. And we had our first sort of inter-club competition, and I won that competition back in 1996. I've still got the trophy at home, and it's still in one piece, it's never broken, so I'll flash that up in the video later on, but I've still got that bad boy from my very first competition. Somewhere, probably multiple places on the floor. This is where I fell over when I was practicing my roundhouse kicks and bashed my elbows, and did lots of stupid stuff like that. It kind of happens when you're training. I don't know why I'm smiling about that, because it hurt a lot, but there you go. And then around here, I'm sure this little spot here, whenever I used to get a sort of break in my lesson, in my class, I was always practicing the handspring, because I saw it in films where you flipped up onto your feet from the floor and different things. And I used to practice every spare second that I got. And here is where I did it for the very first time. So it's kind of cool being back in this hall. I've got a good vibe about it already. It's a lovely hall. And kind of, I'm going to be teaching my students now where I trained when I was a kid. And yeah, I'm feeling really excited and lots of energy. So yeah, awesome man, good to be here. Okay, so that was me, little tour around the studio. So yeah, I'm feeling good actually. It's good energy, good vibes, and I'm kind of, that's why I've called this video Back to My Roots, because obviously it's where I've started my training, and it feels great being back there. I've got a good vibe, got a nice energy again. I'm really looking forward and turning up to classes every week and getting back into it, and you know, I can do what I love, and that's teaching, and hopefully getting the best out of people and making them be, you know, the best martial artists that they can be. Because I love it, you know, I really love it, and I want them to, you know, to excel and to, you know, hopefully gain lots of things from, you know, the training that martial arts can bring. So as promised at the end, so the trophy that I won back in 1996, here it is. So it's been on my shelf, or one shelf or another, all these years. It's kind of interesting because it's just a piece of plastic really, but yeah, it's always got fond memories, and it's kind of where my journey started. And I think winning that first competition, you know, at white belt really gave me a good confidence boost. It made me feel great, and it naturally spurred me on to do more training. And it's not always about the sparring. I do know that it's not just about sparring and stuff, and you know, there's so many things to it. And you know, I just want people to gain those benefits, no matter what difficulties have been going on in my life forever. You know, I've always had my martial arts to fall back on, and it's been amazing. It's always put me back on the straight and narrow, given me something to focus on. So if you're training, or if you're looking into training, just go and do it. It doesn't matter where you train or what you do. It just adds so much to your life. So yeah, that's my little story. Thanks for listening, and more videos coming soon.